All right, it's up there, bro. It should pop up in like the next, I don't know, like 2 minutes maybe.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll go option to the short side. Oh, look at the juke. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 6 yards there on the keeper at second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Here we go on second and 12. That's into the hands of Eckler. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. There to make the grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Texans nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
48-yard line.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
It looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up. It's caught left side by Cooks. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
We're calling that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will take over now first and 10.
20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it?
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry runs. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
I blitzed everybody to get the fucking play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up first and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
And it's 3 and out.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Nothing to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Texans nothing.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, there's some determination that sets in because they were ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. All the way down to 12. Big time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
It's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. They score the ground and through the air. And the Raiders add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's third and short.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking the spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
44-yard line.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 11 now. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That whistle against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And 6.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Back to throw again. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Double team, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On the ground, Kamara. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down. It'll be real interesting to take a look at this play later, because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, That means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, here's Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Rose. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Number 30.
A tackle made by Eric Murray. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 4th down.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson.
Oh, my God.
Way to go, coverage, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he's got his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
2nd and 1 at the 23-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. Carlson now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Texans 3.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
I think in this situation,
the Raiders have got him. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Like, this game's over. There's 2 minutes to my team hasn't been able to
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
this defense is just flat getting after him. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for 4. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. He'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. It's out, it's loose. And the Texans say they have it. They do. The 40, the 20, 10. And they'll bring this one back. A final return for a Texans touchdown.
My defense has more touchdowns than the offense right now.
So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
And the kickoff for Houston.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he's just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
He's just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and nine.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Solomon Thomas able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The keeper. He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
It's 10-28 in the third quarter with 3 minutes left. But if I can get a touchdown here, I can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. On 1st and 10. Watson. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, bro. But it's like Deshaun Watson, bro. Every time he throws a drag route, he throws it fucking backwards, bro. Like they move backwards instead of going forward with it.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And this will be a Texans first down as he gets this up past the 30.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And so room to maneuver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
16 yards. First down, Houston.
It'll still be a 2-possession game.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
The Texans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's got Lockett. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans cut into that lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. They'll turn to Kamara. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Raiders 28, Texans 16.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
His ball.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. Birds of the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. A gain of 3, second down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yeah.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He did, but that's just
here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. Punt 6 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
All right, bro, this is my money play right here, man.
To throw is Watson. He hits him in stride. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 63 yards. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you as it did to me?
Maybe
they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense. Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead, it's down to just 1 score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And a fair catch signal for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time.
And
It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
bro, what the play I'm about to do right now is a fucking risky-ass play, but if it works...
Watson going to keep it himself. Now first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
No, face mask on him.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making a big-time play?
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. The shotgun now. Here's an inside give. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. The quick slant caught. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So give them the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Texans have taken the lead. What a comeback. 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. They've turned this game upside down.
It just tells you one more time. It's not over till it's over, right? You got to continue to battle, continue to play. And you walk a fine line as the team with the lead, too, don't you? Trying to drain clock, yet at the same time continue to move because otherwise you bog down. In this case, though, it's been a heck of a comeback.
It has been one heck of a comeback. You're right, though. Maybe on the other side being a little too conservative at times, and we see what's happened.
You wonder about Atlanta, Super Bowl 51?
Bro. If my defense had come up with another fucking clutch stop, man.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the fourth quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a first down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the fourth quarter. Picked up the first, stopped the clock, too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On the play, it's 4th down.
So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to potentially send us to overtime. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
25-yard line.
Let's see how far back he's going to run this week.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try to win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm hoping circle can be open right here.
Watson now to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
I know, bro. I'm hoping I can get a similar like thing.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's letting this one go, and that's caught inside the 35.
No!
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Yeah.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
All right, bro. This is where I have to run the ball. If I'm gonna win this.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made at about the 38. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
First throw in OT for Watson. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there?
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year.
And it's third down.
And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Operating from the gun, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings.
All right, Nesto, what do you think? Should I go for it? 4th and 5? Or should I
The
punt the ball
destiny,
away and hope my
but they're
defense
in New
can get a stop?
Orleans. It's the Saints, and they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. And they won that one. They beat the Colts.
I mean, they were getting
A couple of the
stops,
more memorable ones for sure.
but they did let them drive down the field for a field goal last possession. You feel me? You see,
So a big move here, playing to win in
I'm going for it,
overtime.
bro.
They're going to go
That's all
for
or
it
nothing right here.
on fourth down. From the gun, Watson. Open man, Higby, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
yeah. Yeah. Nah. But I'm letting them know that right now. Fuck it, it's killing time right now, you feel me? Nah, I already paused it. Really? No, yeah, usually nobody does, bro, you feel me? Oh, shit. Yeah.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon is coming out again. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They run it again with Kamara. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
I feel it. Alright, bro, I'm hoping I can bait him right here. I'm hoping I can bait him by making his X-Factor linebacker follow Camaro, right? And then X be wide open in the middle.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. They're able to put 3 on the board here in the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs. This game's over.
He was standing there just to jump in the pass.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you.
39-yard.
Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a 1st down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He caught it.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring... up 4th.
7-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
I know he's going for it.
And here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Can you stop him?
They go with Jacobs. And he's got the 1st down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Number 30.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So a little chunk there on 1st as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get 1st downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
He's gonna kick the field goal. Bro, you see how there's 1 second left? I'm so fucking mad. Time could expire right there, man. He's not going for the field goal.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Nah, hell no. Oh, shit.
Now a throw here, hold in. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Raiders 31.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
At the Texans' 26-yard line.
I'm just as lost as you right now, bro.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll try to run the option here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown.
They're going to win it.
And let the celebration begin. In an overtime thriller, they're off to the Super Bowl. They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell one step short of that.
Oh, and that's going to hurt for a long time. That's going to be a big one for the offseason. Their goal now has to be not to wallow in it, but to use it as fuel for next year. Better offseason conditioning, great OTAs and minicamp. You know as well as I do, they'll have T-shirts in their lockers that say, unfinished business. They want to get back there and next time win it.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Bro, that makes no fucking sense though. I was literally up 34 to 31. I didn't like the ending to that game. I didn't know that to happen, bro. I didn't know that to happen either.